Okay, hello there, and welcome to The Wicked Truth. I am Vid, and I've been wanting to make this video blog for a very long time and just continually putting it off until I read this book called Finished by Jon Acuff. And it kind of goes on about how we just strive for perfection all the time, and that's pretty much what I've been doing, or what I was doing. I wanted to have the perfect scene. I bought all this equipment so that I could have the perfect sound for this particular video blogging series. I don't even think of it as a video blogging series, just the ideas, and I'll put them up whenever I get them. But I thought it's probably a good a time to just review this book, because this is the book that's got me actually started on this motion, on this movement. It's not a very long book, and the writing is pretty standard. The text, the language is pretty easy to follow, and what it really goes on about is maybe I should just review a few of the chapter titles. So it kind of starts off with The Wrong Ghost, The Day After Perfect, Cut Your Goal in Half, Choose What to Bomb, Make It Fun If You Want It Done, Leave Your Hiding Places and Ignore Noble Obstacles. Then it goes on to Get Rid of Your Secret Rules, Use Data to Calibrate Your Imperfect Progress, and The Day Before Done. So what these chapters each in turn kind of identify a particular strategy that we often use to just stop ourselves from moving forward. So The Day After Perfect is kind of like, I've had a lot of problems kind of losing weight, and I always look for these diets that promise me the goal of a six-pack or whatever it is. And I'll start the diet, and maybe 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 4 weeks later, I'll screw up. I'll have a drink, or I'll eat 5 pizzas in a row, or whatever it is. And that's the day after perfect. I've broken this perfect record. And then I tell myself, oh, okay, you've broken perfect. And you know, you could never do it anyway. There's no chance you could ever do this thing perfectly. And you might as well give up completely. And you give up completely, because that's the day after perfect. So that's one of the, my first aha moments reading this book was like, yeah, there is that day after perfect, and I'm doing it all the time. Then the next chapter, Cut Your Goal in Half. I want to lose 30 kilos. That's over 60 pounds. And that's a huge goal. It seems unsurmountable. So what if I just cut it in half and said, okay, 30 pounds is fine. It makes it more reasonable. I don't know if that's a good example, but a lot of it, when you cut your goals in half, it could even be the editorial process, like this particular thing. I just cut my quality requirements for making this blog in half. I don't care about the good camera or the good microphone. I haven't planned the blog at all. I'm just moving ahead, and that will allow me to finish this first, what should we call this? This first video. Then choose what to bomb. This is part of something that I've had truly a lot of difficulty. I cannot explain to you how many projects I've got going at the same time. And what I mean by projects is, perhaps I can just make a quick example here. You can see a bunch of books at the back, but this is like just one of my numerous bookshelves. And I've got a lot of these bookshelves, dudes. And if you look at the kind of topics I'm trying to tackle, quantum mechanics and linguistics, after physics, the world according to quantum mechanics, mastering algorithms with C programming, everyday cryptography, JavaScript, theoretical physics, more of it. And then we've got everything, like types of human, Einstein, genes, physics of life inside the brain, the Bible there, Urantia book. Well, essentially what all of this is each one's like a mini project for me. I want to understand it. I want to understand Christianity. I want to understand different mystic systems. I want to understand quantum mechanics. This very thing that I've put, look, I've got a pair of bongos, or whatever they're called. Those bongos is where I'm sitting this camera, and I want to learn that. There we go. I dropped everything because it's not a very good setup, and the phone went into emergency mode. But yeah, I've got a guitar back there, well, several of them actually, different types. I've got an Arabic oud, flutes, different types of flutes, wooden flutes, bansuris, concert flutes, xylophones, keyboards of different kinds, and each one's like a little project. I'm running few businesses of reasonable size and got 3 children, etc., wife, you know, things are a little bit crazy in the land of the wicked. And anyway, so that particular chapter is about choosing what to bomb, and I'm still trying to get there, but it's kind of like, yes, you want to learn French, Spanish, Arabic, Esperanto, Toki Pona, just a few of the languages you're trying to learn as well. It's not humanly possible. So what can you actually give up? What can you just say? I'm not going to be good enough to do this. Just give it up. And then you can finish the other things which are more important to you. I'm still not there on that particular one. Then leave your hiding places and ignore noble obstacles. This is where we kind of like go and hang out a lot of the time, just to get away from the truth, and we put ourselves noble goals in front of us. Trying to look for an example here, but kind of like I wanted to buy new clothes, but I put this very noble goal of unless I lose X amount of weight, I'm not going to buy any new clothes, and I haven't bought new clothes in a long time, and my wife's continually complaining about why I wear old clothes. I mean, just because I've set a noble goal instead of just getting it done. But there's better examples, but there we go. Get rid of your secret rules. So secret rules are kind of little barriers we put in front of ourselves. I really can't think of an example right now, but there's all kinds of secret rules that we use. I wish I had a good example, but you're gonna have to read the book. Yeah, and then use data to celebrate your imperfect progress. That's kind of like just measuring yourself, because a lot of the time we psychologically feel different from actual results. And if we're in the habit of just feeling bad about stuff, you could actually be making significant progress and just feeling bad about it because you haven't been measuring it properly. So that's partly what that, I thought it was the weakest chapter for me. And the day before done. That's just like quitting before you actually go across the finish line. So I spent a considerable number of years studying CIMA, which is the Chartered Institute of Management Accounts. So I learned accounting, and you do about 15 exams, and then you have an interview to actually get your diploma or certificate and become a member of the board of chartered management, of the institution. And I did all the exams. It took years to do it. Years, I mean literally years to do it. Studied thousands of hours maybe. And then I quit before the interview. I just didn't go to the interview. I didn't set it up. I didn't do it. Why did I sabotage myself in that way? So that chapter's kind of about the day before done. So I hope you liked the review. It wasn't planned. It's my first review. So it's a nice looking book too. So I look forward to seeing you guys. I hope you found this useful. I'm gonna have to try and edit 2 videos to upload now since I dropped the camera and lost things. But Again, welcome to the Wicked Truth. That's wicked with a Vikid. It's meant to be like wicked because I'm kind of wicked. But anyway, that's the point. Goodbye. Thank you.